Okay, guys, good afternoon. So again, let's wait for another 3 minutes. Okay, wait for everybody to log in to the Zoom. So we're going to start our leadership training in 3 minutes time. So just hold on for a while. So let's be patient for another 3 minutes because I understand that you have to register your name and key in your details. So yeah, so give me another 3 more minutes and then we can start. Okay. All right, good. Yeah, welcome. Why everybody looks so strict today? Oh God, like I owe you money, you know. Miss Pasman, Kakak, you make it look like I owe you money. Right, you know, like I owe you 25 cents. You're upset with me because I owe you 25 cents. Come on, let's have fun, man. All right. So today's training is going to be a bit unique. Okay. Now, usually our classes will come from different forms of training, right? We have academic training, we have technical training, we have knowledge training. So usually I always give knowledge training. All right. But today is a bit different. All right. Today is more towards motivation training. So motivation training is a bit different. It's very spiritual and it's very, very in-depth. So you don't need to really take notes. You know, you're not going for exams. You're not passing the test. So you don't have to be so strict. You know, I can see some of the faces like now, Kakak, you know, Miss Basman, you know, I don't owe you 25 cents, you know. So please don't look so strict, okay? So today's training is a bit unique, like I said before. The next leadership training is different. The next leadership training is very technical. It's into systems, it's into implementation. That means you're in position of leadership and you're going to implement systems for your team. But for today, it's not. Okay, today is more towards motivation, spiritual, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun. So it's a bit different today. All right. So again, today's training is based on my personal point of view. Okay. Some of you will like it. Some of you will not. So for those people that will like it, and man, for those people that don't like it, come on, it's just different opinions. Okay. I didn't murder your family, so you don't have to put hate comments on my Facebook account, you know, things like that. All right. So please be cool. So we're going to start in about a minute's time, and yeah, we hope that we can have a fun time today. Okay. So today's topic is about leadership, right? So leadership means there's a lot of different forms of leadership. So now we are trying to understand leadership through history. So how can history help you to be a better leader? Okay, so before I start, I'm going to ask a legit question. And I want everyone to be very, very honest with me. Now, who truly, don't bullshit, please don't bullshit, all right? Be honest, okay? Don't lie. Don't try to impress me because it's very hard. It's very, very hard to impress me. I'm telling you the truth. It's very, very hard to impress me. I just need you to be honest. Okay. Who truly believe that you can be a good leader? Honestly, put a thumbs up, just like that. Because everybody's who truly believes that can be a good leader. Come on, put a thumbs up. If you think you can, put up thumbs up. If you cannot, it's okay. You don't have to put anything up. Be honest. Okay, so I can see maybe 20% of the people put thumbs up, right? 80%, very honest. Good. Now, so let's talk about the history of leadership. Now, you see, there are a lot of people today, and I mean a lot of people today don't really have a clear direction of what they want to do. Okay, some of you have jobs. Yes, some of you have jobs, you're working. Some of you have your own small businesses, which you are working. Some of you are not, some of you are unemployed. You know, some of you are students, some of you are housewives, you know, so different types of people, right? So why is it that a lot of people today simply cannot, I mean, this is a true story, simply cannot find the right direction towards your life? But every time when you want to do something, you're thinking, is this the right move? Is this the right way? Maybe Miss Bago just found a new boyfriend, you know, you're thinking, is this the right guy? Maybe he's a serial killer. You know, I wouldn't know, right? Miss April maybe found, you know, a new husband. He looks okay, but sometimes he hide in the room, talk the room. You're wondering what the hell is he doing in the room, you know? So there's a lot of people today always have all these problems, okay? And I'm speaking from life experience. For those people who do not know me, okay, I went through a lot of hardship during these 3 years. Hardship. Man, if you happen to see me face to face, and I'm gonna tell you the shit that I went through the last 3 years, you'll still be quite surprised. You'll be absolutely surprised. How the hell did I manage to pull it through? Now, Govid, wave to everybody. Govid is my staff. So he's from India. So he saw maybe 1 year of the shit that I went through. Okay. No, so I was just like you, right? I was just like you during COVID, during the hard times. You don't seem to know which direction you're going. Okay, for guys, the PowerPoint slides will come to the end, so don't worry. So usually what I would do is that I will only give the PowerPoint slides after the training. If I give you the PowerPoint slides now, you cannot focus. You know, so it's best for you to learn how to listen to me first, so you can improve your English as well. Although I do not speak the best English, but definitely I am 80% better than any one of you. All right, so practice your English, All right, so what happened was I went through hardship. You know, I had a meeting with 100 of my staff last week. Okay, I think it was on a Friday. In fact, yesterday around 6:15 p.m. So I had a meeting with 100 of my staff. You know, during this period of time, it was really, really hard. You know, you do not know what the market is heading. You do not know when the countries are going to open up. You have no solutions for COVID, inflation. You know, I have officers in Myanmar. The army took over the country. I have officers in Kazakhstan. You know, during the time there was a revolution in Kazakhstan. You know, they burned some government house down as well. You know, and not only that, the Ukraine war. I lost customers in Ukraine. I lost customers in Russia. The rubles went down. Hundreds of my students simply did not have the money anymore. You know, overnight, just like that, shit after shit after shit after shit. And then our government, you know, my Singapore government went crazy. Come out with a lot of crazy policies, really crazy policies. Singapore rental went up. You know, the rental, we have to rent a small, because I have a lot of foreign workers in my country, right? So, you know, to rent a small room in Singapore now, just a small room by yourself without toilets, it's about 550 USD now per month. So all of a sudden, problems after problems after problems after problems, you know, right? after problems, right? Problems after problems after problems. Thank God I do not have a girlfriend problem. Okay, I cannot imagine if I have a girlfriend problem. I will commit suicide. So you get my point? So problems after problems after problems after problems after problems. Never ends. You do not know what the hell the government is going to do. You do not know will America, invest, So you know what I did? The only thing that I depend on was my own leadership. That's all. Like 2 weeks ago, you attend my training, right? Lead yourself out of hell and to happiness, right? So I depend on myself. I didn't depend on COVID. COVID, look at him. COVID, wave to everybody again. You think I will depend on him? If I'm going to depend on him, I will commit suicide, okay? COVID, wave to everybody again so they know who you are, right? I'm not going to depend on him, true? So I put everybody on my shoulders, okay? I work 14 to 16 hours. Don't even think. I don't care whether the world is going to burn tomorrow. I don't care whether the COVID, everybody's going to die tomorrow. I simply do not care. I switch it off, everything. I put everybody on my shoulders and I lead. I just do. Lead and lead and lead and lead. Come. Now we have overcome our hurdles, and a lot of my staff are doing very well now. They have good income now after my leadership. You see, so that's the thing that I'm trying to tell you. How did I get my leadership skills? Now, a lot of you went for courses, right? Some of you went to university. Some of you read books. Some of you read biographies. Some of you even watch documentaries and movies, things like that. I didn't get my leadership from all these things. I got my leadership from history. Do you understand? I self-taught myself because it's hard to find a good mentor. Now, even if I want to be your mentor, maybe I know some of you really, really like me, so I'm very happy that you do like me a lot. But even if I want to help you, I'm only one person. Unless you work for me, which is not a very pleasant. When you work for me direct, it's not really pleasant, believe me. I have high expectations. So it's hard, right? So I cannot spend, it's hard to find mentorship as well. Who can you trust, right? Maybe Mr. Galima, you look at your uncle, you think he's a great guy, then in the end he betrayed you. Something like that. So it's very, very hard to find the right mentor. It's very, very, very hard to find the right people to trust. It's even your parents. Some of you will ask advice from your parents, right? You ask your dad, how can I make $1 million? He can't teach you because he's not a millionaire, right? How can you ask people that do not have the things that you want for advice? It doesn't make sense. Like one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people like to make is they like to ask advice from friends, from friends, from relatives. But the truth is, if, for example, if Miss Bashman, you want to come to Singapore to work. Imagine you want to come to Singapore to work. So you ask your friends how to come to Singapore to work. But none of your friends work in Singapore. So how in the world are these people going to give you the right advice? Like today, Mr. Govind is from India, right? Govind, if I want to be an Indian, I will ask him. Because he's an Indian in India. Now you get it? Okay, it's true, right? So a lot of people like to ask their friends. I didn't ask any of my friends during these tough times. I did not ask my mom. I did not ask my father. My father gave me a stupid advice. I swear to God. My father told me, I swear, told me to cut my losses. He told me to retrench 70% of my staff and close all my companies except one. That's what my father advised. He gave me that. You know, so recently I talked to my father. I said, thank God, Dad, I didn't listen to your bullshit, man. If I listen to your bullshit, game over. I just transferred some money to him. So he's very happy because of Christmas. Hey, I gave him a very good income, a good Christmas present, right? So I was talking to my dad on the phone. Hey, Dad, thank God I never listened to your silly advice, man. If I listened to your silly advice, you will not have this Christmas present. It's true. I did not. Because I don't want to listen to him. I know he loves me. Okay, don't misunderstand. Huh? When people love you and people give you advice, it's a different thing. Do you understand? I don't love you. I don't even know your name. But if you talk to me, I will give you the real advice. You see? I cannot remember any one of your names, huh? Because there are too many of you, right? This is not the only class that I'm conducting, right? You get my point? So the truth is, the first thing you need to do, you got to understand, you cannot listen to loved ones if they don't have the track record. Do you understand? This is important. So thank God I did not listen to my dad, because if I listened to my dad, Govind would have lost his job. And Govind just bought a property at the beginning of the year. So can you imagine the money he has to pay for his house when he doesn't have a job, right? So always remember this. You need to find a source, we call it a source of leadership. Okay, you need to find something. And it's hard to depend on people, including me, because I'm so busy. You know, I know some of you message me. It will take me 1 or 2 days to reply you see? So it's very, very difficult to find someone that you can believe in, that even there's someone that you believe in, he might not have the time for you. You understand now? So during this period of time, I swear to God, I did not depend on anyone. Okay, so I sourced all my inspiration from history. So I'm going to tell you how it works now. So the first thing you need to do, you got to understand why leadership is important. Okay, this is important now. We call it the purpose. Why every one of you must be a leader. Okay, I repeat, I know some of you are shy, you know, some of you are scared, some of you are even slow, but the truth is, everyone has to be a leader. Being a leader is difficult. Why? Because you will take the most shit. Do you understand now? Okay? You would, because leaders like that. That's how lives are. If you want to be a leader, you must understand. You have to understand that you are going to take the most hits. You understand now? So why being a leader is important? Okay, I can tell you why. I don't want to be like Govind. Okay, Govind is a very nice guy. I swear to God, he's a very nice guy. If I go to India one day, I believe his parents will cook dinner for me, cook lunch for me, you know, things like that. And I know he's a nice guy. But understand this, nice people always finish last. Whether you like it or don't like it, please do not use nicest at work. You can use nice at friendship, but not at work. Okay? Not at business, not at work. Nice is good if you want to do charity. Nice is good if you want to bring out your friends for a nice coffee, you know, talk about life. It's okay. Be a good brother, you can be nice. You want to be a good sister, you can be nice. You want to be a good daughter, you can be nice. That's a difference, huh? So why I always tell people to be leaders is because to be successful, you need to have self-motivation, self-understanding, self-reflection. So I repeat again. Don't worry, I'll give you the slides after the training. Self-motivation, self-understanding, self-reflection. So let's talk about self-motivation first. Everybody here hate work. Why do we work? We work because we need money, right? Seldom you will see people like the work. There's still a small percentage of people that will really, really love the work. But most of the people in the world do not like to work. Okay. So when we don't like to work, when we don't like to take responsibilities, when we don't feel there's any meaning in life, what do you think is going to happen to you? Think carefully. What do you think is going to happen to you? You will not do well. Leadership is a key to adjust your life. That means you want to take control of what you have now and do better. That's what leadership is about. When you have this mindset in terms of self-motivation, and self-motivation is hard. It's really, really hard. It's fucking hard, I'm telling you. You know, how can you self-motivate yourself when you go to work tomorrow like Mr. Georgy Jakov? Can you imagine tomorrow when you go back to your office, right? You see your friend, you see your colleagues are dumbasses, you hate them. I think some of you have this feeling, right? When you go back to work, oh God, why is this colleague so stupid? Why? Right? You know, and some of you will have the stupid bosses and stupid managers that don't want to work. You know, there's a lot of managers in this world are super lazy, and then you're struggling with the work. Oh God. You see that? See, self-motivation is not this chirpy nonsense, like all the hurrahs, like, oh, today we need to go out and kick ass. Today we need to be positive. Today we need to be this, we need to be that. That's not self-motivation. Self-motivation is to force yourself to work even if you don't feel like it. The days that you are motivated is easy. The day maybe Miss Hazel Modeno, Miss Hazel Modeno, maybe in the morning, your boyfriend gave you a surprise, right? He bought you a nice jewelry set before you go to work. Oh, you're so happy, right? So Miss Hazel was looking at the jewelry set. He's doing the calculation. Oh my God, this value is 300 American dollars. Yeah, my boyfriend really loved me. So the spirits are high. She's motivated. She's happy. So obviously the morning when she wake up happy, the boyfriend make her happy. She will usually go to work happy. You see? So, yeah, happy, right? Or all the customers that come see her, she's smiling all the way. Even the nastiest customers, she's still smiling, things like that. So that's how people work today. Most people work through mood. Moods, moods? The mood swing. Oh, today I feel good. Oh, I'm going to kick ass today. Yesterday I had a fight with my mother. My mother hates me. I hate my mother. Tomorrow I have no mood to work. So people don't understand this. Self-motivation is not the positive days that you can do the work. Self-motivation is used at the days that you fucking hate so much. You wake up, you see the traffic jam. It's raining heavily. Like some of you come from cold countries, like Central Asia, right? It's snowing. Like I can see some snow background, Mr. Doji, right? Sonam Doji, I can see snow Snow falling on your head now. So these are the days that you tell yourself, oh God, how I wish that I don't have to go to work. So let me tell you how crazy I am. These are the days that I love a lot. You can ask COVID. The dark days is the days that I love the most. Think about it. A lot of you are only maximum, maximum, what I see a lot of you, you're only 50%. 50% of what you are truly capable of. Some of you are even lesser, 10%. So a lot of people today, they feel empty. They feel empty according to the percentage. So now you got to understand why you feel empty. The reason why you feel empty is because you only do 50% of the work. So most days you're not happy. Most days you cannot deliver the work. Think about it. I want everybody to think about it, that maybe today, Miss Carmen, Francisco, Iak is talking to a customer in the morning. He's so happy. The customer is very nice. Talk to her very nice. She's very happy, right? After lunch, oh, the customer is nasty. Miss Carmen, the customer will say, why are you so stupid? And maybe he put a racist remark, put a very racist remark, you stupid Filipino girl. Oh, then Miss Iak go crazy, huh? The afternoon, she went nuts. So she wastes half a day being angry. And then who knows, maybe Miss Iak is really crazy, very emotional. Oh, Monday, half day crazy, Tuesday crazy, Wednesday crazy, Thursday crazy, Friday crazy. It took her 5 days to recover. Over what? Over a racist remark. It's quite stupid if you think about it. Self-motivation is only required on those days that you don't feel like working. Those days that are hard. Those days that you face, bad news. Like I face a lot of, seriously, I mean, if I have a really chance to talk to you one day face to face, I can truly tell you what happened over the last 3 years of my life. I did an amazing job. Amazing job. I told some of my business friends, if they face the same problems that I did, what do you think has happened? They said they will quit. I didn't quit. And our company now is making more money than 2019. And that's the truth. Because you know why? I push myself during the days that I don't want to work. A lot of you cannot do that. And then that's why you only do half the work. So when you half the work, half the results, half the skill sets, half the abilities, half the mindset. It's always half. Think about it. And I want everybody to be honest with me now. Please don't be a hero. I don't like heroes. Okay, don't be an arrogant little shit as well. I hate arrogant people as well. I'm not arrogant, okay? But I'm focused. Be honest with yourself. Do you feel empty? Like you're shortage of something all the time, like 50%, 40%, 30%, 60%, 80%, 90%, 70%? Yes or no? Put a thumbs up. Come on, be honest. If you feel empty, like a few percentage, yeah, be honest. Okay? It's the reason why you feel empty is because you did not put in the work. You cannot lead yourself. So again, let's go back to Miss Carmen again. So Miss Carmen, you took the racist remark. You cannot lead yourself out of the problem. You cannot. So you allow yourself to continue to be doused by darkness. You allow yourself, nobody's going to stop you. Who's stopping you from crying? Carmen? You know, Carmen, there are days that you're very sad, right? Who's stopping you? Nobody's stopping. Hey, you can stop yourself, right? But you know what? You act pathetic. You're crying loud so that somebody can hear you cry. So they will come across the street. Carmen, please don't cry. You see? So that's where the issue is. Again, people, the older students will know that I lost millions of dollars during this period of time. 50% of my senior staff left during this time. They did not stay behind to rescue the organization. They did not stay behind to rescue the organization, but I rescued them when they were looking for a job when I first met them. So how do you think, can you, all of you had heartbreaks, right? Carmen, did you have heartbreak before? Like a boyfriend dump you or someone dump you? Yes or no? Have, huh? Okay, good. So imagine 50 people broke your heart. Can you imagine? 50 people. That's what happened to me. They just abandoned the ship and ran. Self-motivation, I repeat again, is for the shit days. It's not for the good days. Good days, you do not need self-motivation. Next one, self-understanding. Okay, what is self-understanding? Self-understanding is self-awareness. Okay, now this is recently I had a training with, I have about 45 supervisors. So we are planning to open 50 offices this year. True story. One of my team is going to Doha tomorrow. If you follow our Instagram account and follow our Facebook account, you see 2 of my guys going to Doha tomorrow. So we plan to open 50 offices this year. So before I start to plan for 2023, I told my guys, you need to have self-awareness. Okay, what is a self-awareness? Self-awareness is, you know, like I always believe when people cannot do a job, there's only 2 reasons. Okay, just like everybody here, if you cannot do the things that you want to do, there's only 2 reasons. The first reason is you're full of shit. You do not want to do. So when you do not want to do, you lie to the public and you give excuses why it cannot be done. Like Govid, raise your hand. Govid, if I get Govid to learn Chinese now, you think he cannot learn Chinese? Govid, unmute yourself. If I tell you to learn Chinese now, can you learn Chinese?
Yes, boss.
But how come you're not doing it? Hey, simple question, answer. Everybody's waiting for your answer now. Quick.
Just learn, boss.
Bullshit. You don't want to do, all right? So stop fucking lying to me, all right? You don't want, you're too lazy to do it, right? Govid, hey, don't lie to the students here. Tell the truth. You're too lazy. Yes or no?
Yes, boss.
Yeah, you have a master's, right, Govid?
Yes, boss.
So if you have a master's, that means you have a brain, right? Answer the question, Mr. Govid. Hello,
Yes,
hello,
boss.
hello. Everybody's waiting. Come on. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. How come you're not learning Chinese? Be honest with everybody now. Hey, I'm looking at my watch. I'm timing every time you give me an answer, and I'm going to complain to your manager.
Taking tuition, boss.
Huh? What did you say? I cannot hear you.
Learning from.
Nonsense. You were lazy. Okay, this is to be honest. So you see, just like everybody here, A lot of you do not know Chinese, right? Right? How come you're not learning Chinese? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You're not stupid. You're not stupid. Come on. You're not. You're lazy. You don't want to do. Just like if somebody asks me, how come you don't want to learn Russian? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to learn. I'm too lazy. You see? Why would I learn Russian when I can hire staff to speak to me in Russian? Some people, I have some Filipino staff, right? I say, boss, how come you don't want to learn Tagalog? Because you're doing Filipino business, it's best for you to learn Tagalog. I said, because I have you. I don't need to learn Tagalog. I have money. I can hire you to do the translation. So why do I need to learn that? And of course, I'm also lazy, right? So you see, so when things cannot be done, you must have this self-understanding. You really must have this belief that you are the fucking problem. Okay? All right? Just like everybody, I want everybody to think carefully now. Why can't you learn Chinese? Because you're lazy. Come on, stop. Oh God, every day I talk, thank God you guys are my students, so I cannot scold you. Hey, thank God you are my students. My job is to encourage you and motivate you. Man, if you are my staff, it's different. I will talk to you differently. The angle will be different. Why can't you do it? Why? And then, a lot of you will give me, because you are educated people, right? So what educated people will tell me? They will tell me a story, just like Govid just tried to tell me a stupid story just now, right, Govid? You're trying to confuse me, Govid, right? Govid, yes or no? Did you not try to confuse me when I asked you the question?
Yes, boss.
You did. You tried to tell me a story, tried to pull me aside, tried to push me to tell me that the reason you're not learning Chinese is because never ending stories, Then I'm gonna write essays, I gotta look at the subplot, I gotta see who died in your story, I gotta see who's the killer, who's the solve a murder mystery. So the real answer is because you're lazy. Let's get real now. That's what I thought during my hard times. I told myself, yes, I was emotionally pressed down. I feel so much stress and heat. But then, I'm not stupid. I know I use the pressure as an excuse so that I can go home, watch a fucking movie, and sleep, and run away. Think about it. Everybody think about it. All the problems that you have today, most of the problems, we don't talk about earthquake and natural disaster problems we cannot count. I'm talking about problems that is within you. You don't want to solve it. And then when you don't want to solve it, you start to write storylines, essays. Submit to the teacher. Teacher, did I score a star for this essay? It's a good story, There's a story, there's a murder plot. 5 children just died. The mystery murderer is Govid's parents. Govid's parents are the one that murdered the children. So that's number 1. Number 2, the problem is self-awareness. That means some of you really believe that you are talented, but you're not. Recently I told one of my staff to put a clip on our Instagram account. So the Instagram account is, the problem with stupid people is that stupid people don't think they're stupid. And they start to pinpoint that the reason his world sucks is because the other people are stupid. Now, what is self-awareness? And I had this meeting with my trainer this morning. So I told them, self-awareness is you got to know whatever you're thinking now is correct or wrong. Do you understand? That's what self-awareness. Like self-awareness is that because some of you are older, some of you are 30-ish, some of you are maybe even 40-ish, some of you are holding decent positions in your company, maybe you're a manager or supervisor, yeah, you work hard. Work hard doesn't mean that you're smart. Let me put it this way. Okay, just because you have a small business doesn't mean that you're talented. Okay, so please don't be confused. Okay, so what is self-awareness? Self-awareness is when you see a problem, okay, when you see a problem and you cannot solve this problem, most people, this is what they will do. They will say this problem is not solvable. Do you understand? Okay, like a lot of you will hit problems, right? So when you solve problems you cannot solve, you will say that this problem is not solvable. You put a full stop, you leave the problem there, and you walk away. Like some of you maybe have business, some of you might have a small business, right? And then maybe you want to hire some salespeople, right? You hire 2 salespeople to do sales. The sales is shit, no sales, right? So what you do, you look at them. Oh yeah, it's the people problem. Yeah, sales is shit. Yeah, no, I don't want. Must be the market problem. And this is a true story. I spoke to a client recently, another true story. I spoke to a Singapore client. This Singapore client is Chinese, and he's not young Chinese like me. He's the old Chinese. The old Chinese, like 50-ish, 60-ish people. And some of the older Chinese, they are quite racist towards Indian people. And talk about racism, I think every country will have. It's not just in Singapore. Okay, this is a true story. So the time we have some interns that want to go to his company to work. Okay, this company to work. So immediately he said, oh, I don't want Indian people. Indian, especially Indian Malaysians. Priya, I swear to God, he mentioned the word Indian Malaysians. I know Priya, you're from Malaysia. All right, he did mention the word Indian Malaysian. He doesn't want. So I told him this statement. The building that you stay now, right? Because Singapore is famous for construction. You know that, right? For those people who've been to Singapore before, our country is famous for construction. Okay? So I told him, the building that you are staying now is built by Indians? So what the fuck are you talking about? I told him. Just because you cannot manage Indians, don't know how to manage Indians, don't want to manage Indians, does not mean that the Indians are no good. But because he has no self-awareness, because he tried, I swear to God, he really hired Malaysian Indians, and the Malaysian Indians really gave him a lot of problems. So what was his solution? His solution is through his own experience. Your own experience can be deceiving. Do you understand? Just like maybe Mr. Oman is a very good manager. Mr. Oman, you are a good manager in your country. Maybe you're a superstar manager in your country. You can manage your people really, really well. And you manage your people for 20 over years. Therefore, you have 20 years of experience in management. But when you go to the Philippines, it might not mean shit anymore. Because the Filipinos are different people. So your 20 years of experience might not work in the Philippines. Just like me, I always interview people from overseas, and a lot of people, they all want to be managers in my country. So the first thing that I always ask them, what makes you think you can manage Singaporeans? They scratch their head. I say that most Singaporeans have cars. Okay, most are, not all, but most are. Each car will cost, in Singapore, to buy a car, you need to have a certificate first. Do you understand? Certificate to buy a car. Not like in your country, you can just buy a car anyhow. Singapore is different. You got to buy a certificate first, then can buy the car. So how much do you think the certificate costs today in Singapore? Do you know? Do you want me to tell you? It's not the car price, just the stupid certificate, $110,000 fucking dollars. And that's not the car. That's the certificate. So the car will cost another $60,000 to $150,000. How are you going to manage people like us? Think carefully about this statement. How are you going to manage someone that bought a car, the certificate? If you tell your parents now that you want to buy a car for $110,000 certificate first, your parents will kill you. Your parents will think that you're crazy. Oh, Miss April, you're crazy, man. What happened to you today? Did you take drugs in the morning? Are you crazy? That's what your parents will tell you. So self-awareness is important. And the best way to learn self-awareness is to look for someone that did it. Just because you cannot do it doesn't mean it cannot be done. So leadership is telling you this. Like, for example, I give you another good example. So I told some of my staff, some of my clients, right? My clients say that, again, he said that Indian nationals are difficult to manage. Well, it's true. Some nationalities, like maybe because the culture is different, Africans will be different, Vietnamese will be different, Central Asians will be different, the Middle East people will be different. So I told them, just because you cannot do it doesn't mean it cannot be done. So the key thing is that you need to have self-awareness so that you can do comparison. So when you see your friend that is able to do it, and you look at your friend is uglier than you, shorter than you, with less education than you, maybe even stupider. There's no such word as stupider, but because he's so stupid, he thinks that this word exists in the dictionary, stupider than you, and he did it, that means it can be done. So how to get self-awareness? Like some of you might have some projects, some of you might have some ideas, some of you might have this, might have that. So a lot of people are confused. Oh, it cannot be done, it cannot be done, it cannot be done, it cannot be done, it cannot be done. It's not, it cannot, okay, again, I was talking to some Central Asians recently, and this is a true story. I have one Central Asian in Singapore now going for internship. She's from Kyrgyzstan. So I look at her, I said, you look taller, because Central Asian people are generally taller. I don't know, because they drink a lot of milk. Asians, we come from poor countries, we eat grass every day, including me. We cook grass and eat every day. So the Central Asians, they eat a lot of meat, mutton, lamb, goat, milk, cheese. So they're all very tall, right? So I told her, I said, don't you find it very strange? There are so many Filipinos working in our country. There are so many Malaysians working in our country. There's so many Indians working in our country. There are so many Vietnamese, Burmese working in our country. How come you cannot get a job? You're taller, you speak English, and because Central Asians, usually they have mixed blood, so they are more, maybe a bit prettier or a bit more handsome, right? So how come you cannot get a job? Then he would, again, because she has no self-awareness, right? So she would say, oh, I went to interview, the boss don't want to hire me. I said, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. If Singapore is a racist country, there will be no Filipinos, there will be no Malaysians, there will be no Indians, there will be no Vietnamese. So what the hell are you talking about? Some of the Vietnamese that are working in our country have shittier English than you. I told them that. No self-awareness. And that's why a lot of you are lost, because your self-awareness is so terrible that you don't even know what the hell went wrong. And then, of course, when people don't want to choose you, that's where the script will come in again. COVID murder my son, fly to America, somebody kidnap him, like a movie script again, because you're giving excuses. Self-awareness, okay, same thing, right? There's a lot of successful, I know a lot of you are looking for jobs, right? Yes, true, right? A lot of you want better jobs, right? Sometimes, maybe some of you want to leave your country. I don't know. Let me explain to you something. What makes you think that Singapore is the greatest place in the world? What makes you think that Canada is the best place in the world? What makes you think that Australia is the best place in the world? That is so stupid. If these countries are the best countries in the world, there will be no rich people in your country anymore. So why are there so many rich people in your country if Australia is the best country in the world? There are so many rich Indonesians. There are so many rich Africans. There are so many rich Filipinos. Come on, let's get real now. That is right, right? Come on, right? So a lot of people have no self-awareness, right? So most of the foreigners will think that the grass is greener on the other side. Oh, I go to America, yeah, I'm going to get this, Canada, I get it. Oh, every day I hear the same bullshit because you have no self-awareness. There are millions of rich Filipinos in the country. There are millions of rich Indonesians in Indonesia. There are millions of rich Africans in the African continent. But because you don't have self-awareness, you think that your job sucks. No, not your job sucks. You suck. Do you understand? Because you have no self-awareness. So how to have self-awareness? So very simple. Don't believe me? You try this experiment today after tonight's training. When you finish this training, you go out for your dinner. I want everybody to go out for dinner. Look at the restaurants in your country. Definitely there are some restaurants that's doing very, very well, right? Right? He did not apply for a visa to go to Australia to work. He did not apply for a visa to go to Canada to work. That fucker is a millionaire. That's self-awareness. So instead of sending an email, to Canada and hope that the Canadians love Filipinos, the Canadians love Africans, the Canadians love the Middle East people, you are fucking crazy. Ask him, how did you open this restaurant? How did you set up this business? How be his best friend? Work for him. Learn from him. Why the hell do you need to apply to go to UK for? And if you apply to UK, what kind of jobs do you think you're going to do there? You're going to do shit jobs. You're going to work in a fucking farm. You're going to work in 7-Eleven. You're going to work in the fucking kitchen. You see, that's how crazy people have no understand what self-awareness is. Seriously, this how, every time when I do talks, right, I get a bit agitated because I feel that a lot of people do not maximize their potential, and it pisses me off. Seriously, it pisses me off that you're wasting time. Think about it. Seriously, even Carmen, when you, I don't know which part of Philippines you stay, if you stay in Makati, right? If you stay in Makati, you just walk on the streets, just walk on the streets. You see so many shops, you see so many people, they're doing great. But because you don't have self-awareness, you're just every day trying to educate yourself. A lot of people are like that. They try to educate themselves every day without the real knowledge. Oh, the world is like that. Oh, the people is like that. Oh, this is like that. Then they get TikTok for information. TikTok for information. So can everybody look at COVID now? Okay. If I today tell my team, I got 100 people, right? 100 people, do marketing. I put COVID's face. This guy is a scammer. Please be careful of him. And I get my marketing people to put his face in Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WeChat, all the social media apps around the world. Everybody here will believe that he's a scammer. And you look like a scammer. Go put your face forward a bit so that they can see your face better. Come on. Hey, it's an order. Closer, it's not closer enough. Hurry up. See, you look like a scammer now, right? When you put the face like that, you look for a scammer. Right? So we believe that's ridiculous. That's not self-awareness. Information from Facebook is not self-awareness. Self-awareness are the real people that's in your neighborhood. All right, so that's called self-understanding. The last one is called self-reflection. What is self-reflection? Self-reflection is to talk shit about yourself. Not talk about the good things about yourself. Most people talk about good things about themselves. Like, you know, I saw Diani Huili, as one of our older students, right? Mr. Deng. Mr. Deng, I'm going to give you good news. I'm planning to go to Africa soon. So I hope to see you there because I'm thinking of opening African offices. This is true story, around June period. I'll look for the older students that I have. So the older students, I'll pay you a visit very soon. Okay, I know who you are. So I remember you. So definitely I'll come and see you, Mr. Deng. So Mr. Deng, I swear to God, when I see him that day, oh God, he's going to tell me all the good things about him. I swear, that's what's going to happen. Now, you cannot be doing that. You see, it's not the good things that is fucking you up. Do you understand, everybody? You understand? Like maybe Nazgul is a nice girl, Miss Agasia, Belsia, Evina, Nigan, sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, Miss Belsa. Maybe Miss Belsa is the sweetest girl on this earth. It's not the good things about you that is pulling you down. You understand? Because you receive compliments all the time, right? About the good things that you have, right? Right? Miss Belsa, maybe she's a good cook. She cooked good fried chicken. Everybody will eat her fried chicken and say, oh, your fried chicken is the best in the world. So it's not the good things that is fucking you up. It's the bad things that are fucking you up. Maybe you're lazy. Maybe you're arrogant. Maybe you're ignorant. Maybe you're slow. You know, just for your information, yesterday was my birthday. Okay, and I swear to God, this is a true story. So, of course, everybody will wish me birthday. I received a lot of messages. I have not replied yet. I'll try to reply over the weekend. So everybody wish me happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. But I don't celebrate birthdays. This is true. I don't, because to me, because I don't celebrate birthday because I remember one time my mother mentioned this to me before. And you know, I'm Chinese. I know Chinese are crazy people, right? So my mother told me that when you have money, every day is birthday. When you have no money, every day you'll be looking at people celebrating birthdays. That's what my mom told me. So I don't celebrate birthday. I can celebrate birthday every day. See? So this is a true story. So yesterday, you know, I told my birthday wish to everyone. Govid, can you tell everybody what my birthday wish is? Faster, faster, faster. You're very slow. Is it because it's cold there? Come on, faster. Unmute yourself. Tell them. So what happened is that just now because there's some mix up with the flights tonight because we have a lot of Koreans coming in tonight. So that's why he's a bit scared now. So anyway, I get someone else to do it. So what happened is now, if you look at the picture now, right? Self-reflection is important. Don't look at the good things about you. Do you understand? Don't look at the good things about you. Nobody cares. Focus about the shit things about you. Think about it. That's what's pulling you down. That's what's pulling you down now. Like, okay, for example, some of you are good looking. So everybody will praise you, right? You're good looking. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so handsome. Oh, you know, you dress very well. You dress very nice. I hate praises because praises don't mean anything to me. Praises is only feed your ego. It feeds into your ego. You understand? Right? If you think about it, if you're so good, why are you struggling? If you're so fantastic, why are you unhappy? You know, like I have one staff recently just got his master's. He just passed his master's, right? So she put on his Facebook, and then you know, everybody will put the comments there, right? Well done, bro. Well done this, well done, bro. Man, the bro, B-R-O-O. I say, what the fuck, man? Can you imagine if you say well done, bro? You really think that I believe that you're my brother now after I know you for half an hour? But because we fit into praises all the time, so we no longer have self-reflection. So if you're such great, if you're so fantastic, your mother said that Miss Belsa is the most talented woman on this earth. Miss Belsa's father said that she's the most talented woman on this earth. The professors in the university, Miss Belsa, why are you such a genius student? But Miss Belsa can't even get a job. You know why? Because that's what humans hate to talk shit about themselves. You got to always remember this. They hate it so much. They hate it so much. They hate to say that, oh, maybe I'm fat. Because fat is a toxic word, right? Some of you get upset. Oh, Mr. Benson, he's an asshole. Why he say that we are fat? But you are. So what should I do? You know, I remember there's one Malaysian Indian woman, and this is a true story again. Miss Priya, where are you? Don't get angry with me, Priya. Do not go to my Facebook account and talk shit about me, Priya, because she's a Malaysian Indian. So this Malaysian Indian is a super plus lady, super plus size lady. Okay, she wanted to work in the hotel receptionist of a 5-star hotel in Singapore. Now, let me explain to you about Singapore. Now, Singapore, we are not that racist. So please, we are uncivilized, but we are not racist. Okay? You'll be quite surprised. Singaporeans are very uncivilized people because we use swear words all the time, but we are not racist. We hire Malaysians, we hire old people, you know, we hire 60-year-old people, we hire 70-year-old people. So we are not biased, but we are uncivilized. So some people will confuse uncivilized with racism. So here's a plus size woman. So we managed to get, hotel, because Singapore is space staff, you know, space staff, that means we are a small country. Even the 5-star hotel will be smaller compared to Philippines, compared to China. We are smaller, everything is smaller, okay? So the hotel receptionist tables is really, really small. So you're a plus size woman. You cannot move around. And that's why the boss did not want to hire her. She got upset. Oh, Singapore is shit. And he doesn't understand. No self-awareness, right? That Singapore is small. Therefore, everything is smaller. Rooms are smaller. Houses are smaller. Receptionist counter also smaller. But she get upset. No self-awareness. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem because you're fat. That's why nobody want to hire you. So what are you going to do now? Carmen? Come on. You had a great Christmas, right? You eat a lot during Christmas. The Filipino people love to eat, right? Or you enjoy the fried chicken. Do something about it, right? So that's the thing about people. People don't understand that. And some people, you know, like some people when they go for job interview, especially younger people, they don't want to be neat. You know, their hair is all over the place. They cover half their face, you know, and then they say that this is my style. Nobody give a shit about your style. You're applying for a fucking job. Why should people give a shit about your style? Nobody cares, you see? So self-reflection is to focus on the things that you're shit at. Right? I'll give you a few good examples. Most girls today, okay, again, girls, please, oh God, please do not go to my Facebook and talk shit about me, girls, okay? I know there are a lot of crazy people now, all right? Most girls today are very emotional people. Put a thumbs up if you are. Come on, girls, be truthful. Come on, girls. If you're emotional, put a thumbs up. Come on, I want to see your finger go up. Stop pretending if you're not us. You see, some of the girls put like that, you know, just try to pretend. Cover the thumb. Right, Roslyn, that's what I saw you. That's Roslyn, that's what I saw you did just now. Put a thumb like that. You try to cover your thumb. Man, you see, emotional is a weakness. Why are you so emotional? Think about it. Why are you so emotional? Why? You see, but you know, and some of the girls here don't want to talk shit about themselves, so they will use emotion as a good attribute. You know, start promoting to be emotional is freedom of expression. It's honesty. You know, that's what they will talk, huh? Because this is a shit habit, but they will disguise it and manipulate people like me. Oh, you know, being emotional is good. It's a freedom of expression. It's honesty. You know, that's how we work. That's how we roll. We are joyous people. We are happy people. Then ask yourself this question. If you are a boss today, would you want to hire a crazy, emotional woman? And some of the guys here, guys. You know, recently I formed a new group. This is a true story, a new group. Govit is in the group. I call it the Brotherhood Group. It's true story. I do a lot of crazy shit in my company. They call it the Brotherhood Group. The Brotherhood Group is to teach men not to be lazy assholes. Right, Govit? Put a thumbs up so that they know not to be lazy assholes. Most men today are not successful. It's because they are lazy. That's it. Finish. That's it. That's it. Okay? Don't give me your bullshit. Don't tell me lack of opportunities. I already told you, lack of opportunities, if you're from North Korea, or if you're from Ukraine, or if you're from those war countries, I believe there's a lack of opportunities in war countries. Okay? If you have internet like now, you're doing okay. Because if you're in war country, there will be no internet. Okay? So people, what's going to happen? Lazy. Just lazy. Because lazy people are like that. Same thing. They disguise laziness. They disguise laziness. No self-reflection. So they disguise laziness as a skill. As a skill. Just like what Govit tried to do just now, right? I asked him, why are you not learning Chinese? And then he tried to promote a Hollywood movie. You know, it was write a script, you know, there's a beginning, my mother murdered the children, somebody kidnapped that fella, and then there was this American aeroplane fly through my country, throw 3 bombs down, 6 people died, you know, and then we took revenge, and then we went for trade, like a Hollywood movie. That's what he tried to do just now. Hollywood movie. God, COVID, I swear to God, man, you're not in the right industry, man. You should join Bollywood now. Okay, fly to Mumbai, join the Bollywood club. You shouldn't be working for me. So you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So self-reflection is to talk shit about yourself, but in a positive way. Okay? Don't talk shit to yourself until you want to commit suicide. You understand? Oh, I'm terrible. I'm stupid. I'm ignorant. I'm lazy. I need to die now. No, that's not how you should do it. Now, some people, when I train, they talk shit about themselves so much, they tell themselves they should die now. No. Talk shit to yourself is you want to get angry with yourself. Because everyone here knows your own weaknesses better than anyone on this earth. You want to get upset with me? I get upset with myself every day. Oh, I say, oh shit, what the hell? Why, Benson? Why are you so stupid? That's what I do all the time. Why did I make this decision? Why did I do this? Oh God, I need to do better. I need to do better. I need to do better. Self-reflection. Every time when you do something, you must have a lot of self-reflection. So these are called the purpose. You earn leadership through history because of this purpose. All right. Next one. What is wrong with you, which I mentioned to you guys? Self-awareness, weak-minded. A lot of people are weak-minded. Weak-minded. Why are you? Ask yourself this question, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Are you not weak-minded? This is why you don't have to put your thumbs up, because this is a nasty word, but I want you to ask yourself this question truthfully. Are you weak-minded? No, you are. Maybe that's the problem. Unable, because once you're weak-minded, you're unable to focus. So can you imagine now? Can everybody imagine now? Everybody here wants to have high salary, right? Yes? So can you imagine now if I offer you a job, $50,000 per month? So obviously everybody would be happy, right? 50 grand is a lot of money, right? So, but before you take this 50 grand, this is what I need you to do. I need you to learn Chinese. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. This, that. So see, everybody start to smile now, right? Unbelievable. So you think it's a salary problem? I know a lot of bosses on this earth. They are willing to pay people $10,000. They are willing to pay people $20,000. They are willing to pay people $30,000 to $50,000 a month. But they just don't want to pay you. The reason they don't want to pay you is not because they are biased or racist towards you, because they know that to obtain a $20,000 job, you must be strong-minded. Bosses around the world know this as a fact. The higher your pay, your mind must be stronger. So imagine, let's imagine again, let's imagine that Miss Leah Malaki is an engineer. And Miss Leah is supposed to engineer a project that allows Filipinos to fly to space. Leah, if you fuck up, people will die. And if you are successful, people will pay you millions of dollars. So in order to be successful, the mind. Think about this. Think about this. I'm successful is not because I'm smart. I believe that some of you are maybe smarter than me. I'm successful is not because I'm good in accounting. I believe that some of you are better than me. I'm successful is not because I'm the best speaker in the world, because I truly believe that maybe some of you are even better speakers than me. I'm successful because mentally I'm tougher than any one of you. And I can take the shit. You can't. And that's why my value is higher, not because of my job, not because of my skill sets. It's because this is extreme income. So extreme income is mindset. Example, just now my girl called me up. because there are actually 15 Koreans landing in Singapore today. So the professor gave the wrong flight number to the bus pickup. You understand? So the bus pickup are there. It's quite stressful now. She don't know what to do. I said, what? I said, then she said, they said, then I told her, come the fuck. Just how you see, right? I said, hey, what's the problem? Something urgent? I said, what's the problem? There's no problem, right? Then why are you calling me? Call Frankie. Frankie's your GM, right? So you see, I don't feel anything, but she feel a lot. And that's why I have the higher pay. I have the higher pay because my mind is stronger than her mind. It's that simple. She panicked. I did not panic. She said that because that lady went back to Malaysia. Okay, she's a Malaysian. Because it's a weekend now, they're off. So some of the Malaysians will go back to Malaysia to visit their families. Right? I didn't panic. She panicked. So what's the big deal? Just get Frankie to do it. There you go. See? Focus. Laziness, I mentioned to you before. And the last one, too comfortable. You know, as crazy as it sounds, a lot of you do not come from rich family, right? Right, Mr. Velu Raja, I don't think you come from a rich family. Miss Nan April Mingit, I do not think that you come from a rich family. Miss Dong Fi Wai Ning, I do not believe that you come from a rich family. But you're comfortable. Okay? You're comfortable. Comfortable is a curse for success. Believe me. I realize that now. Comfortable is a curse for success because you're comfortable. Nice house, you know, okay salary. Now, some of you have jobs that is okay. All right, your parents are nice people. You have a good family. So usually when people are surrounded like this, they are not really successful. I'm different. All my life is uncomfortable. All my life is pressure, stress, pain, depression, this, because I don't come from a comfortable family. Okay. But because I'm built different, I can take hardship. Because to success, you have to go through hardship. You got to always remember this. How do you define success? You know, I was talking to a Korean professor last night. His name is Professor Bright. If you go, we have this conversation because Koreans, because he has a university called Chongsun University. There are about 34,000 students there. So he wants me to help them to get jobs, you know, things like that. So he told me that the Koreans, that the students that he has is finding difficulties to get a good job is because in Korea, most Koreans are trained to work for the big companies like Samsung, you know, LG. These are the big companies, the big giant MNCs, right? So they are trained to work for these companies. Okay. So unfortunately, Samsung is only going to hire 20% of the population. So 80% of the people cannot get into this big organization in Korea, right? So I told them because they have a comfortable life. Why? Because in South Korea it's different now. South Korea professors will fly to America to help the students to get jobs. It's true, huh? South Korean professors will fly to Singapore to work with agencies or companies like us to find jobs for them because this is under their KPI. Your university did not give a shit. Right? But South Korea is different. This is under their education KPI. Their job is to go abroad, like Japan, China, US, Australia, Canada, Singapore, to help South Korean students to get internship abroad and jobs abroad. This is the responsibility of the university. It's a bit different, but because they get funding from their from the country, from the government. So this is part of their KPI. You understand? So too comfortable. So when you're too comfortable, I mean, you can, there's nothing wrong with a comfortable life. You know, maybe Miss Azibek Shodiak, you know, if I pronounce your name wrongly, I apologize. You know, Miss Azibek, maybe you have a comfortable life in Uzbekistan. Comfortable life, right? So when you have a comfortable life, you would not want to leave your comfortable life. Success is always hard. If you choose a comfortable life, do not complain. Do not say why you are not a millionaire. Do not say why you don't have a good life, because you chose a comfortable life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't complain. Successful people, unless you're born rich, if you're not born rich, 99% of successful people that are not born rich went through pain. Your countries, Philippines, India, Vietnam, Africans, Filipinos, parts of Central Asia, they went through war so that you can be comfortable today. Vietnam fought the Americans so that the Vietnamese can be comfortable today. There's some genocide in Africa. A lot of people died so that some Africans can be comfortable today. Singapore was a refugee country kicked out by Malaysia. And we are comfortable today. So remember, if you want success, pain, 100% will be there. Francis, Nishia Wu, you're African as well. I'll be seeing you in Africa soon in June period. Okay, I know you're our long-term student as well. So same thing, if Francis is ambitious, he said, Mr. Ma, I really want to do something with you. Then I look at Francis, he looks like a nice man. Francis looks like a nice man, but he's so comfortable. I say, oh God. The immediate reaction is like that, oh God. So usually when people want to work for me, because they think that I'm a special company, I'm a special person, I always tell them, are you willing to go through pain? If you're not going to go through pain, my jobs are not suitable for you. Because I know for sure, success, if you really want success, compulsory, you have to go through pain. Even the Korean pop stars, if you're into K-pop, if anyone is in K-pop, right, if you look at the history of K-pop, they start dancing at the age of 12, you know, they do routine dances, they're going to get drunk, you know, all these very, very terrible things to reach where they are today. Even if you are Russia, like Russia produce a lot of ballerinas, right? If you're into Russian culture, they produce a lot of ballerinas, right? In the big stage around the world, you know, to dance ballet, you know, to be a good ballerina, how much pain you have to go through. What about boxers? Like Philippines is famous for Manny Pacquiao, right? The Pac-Man. How much pain did he need to go through to be a famous boxer? Pain is 100%. If you want success, like I want success. Hey, listen, I'm planning to open 50 offices this year. You think I'm fucking crazy? Yeah, I look crazy. I do admit that, but you know, but do you think I am? I'm not. 50 companies is 50 investments. What happened if 50 companies close shop just like that? Yeah, I talk crazy, I look crazy, but I'm not. I'm prepared. I am prepared for fuck-ups. You see? But in order to be successful, you need to be a fucker. It comes with it. All right, next one. How history can help you. Let's come to the point now. Now, this is going to be something inspiring now, something motivating now, so please pay attention. Now, do you know that your ancestors, your ancestors fought monsters like saber-toothed tigers, fought lions, fought in wars so that you can survive today? Did you know that? Think about this. When you feel down, when you feel like shit, when you feel that you are useless, I want you to think carefully now. Miss Malaki's ancestors during the prehistoric age, when the cavemen, your ancestor fought the saber-toothed tiger, fought a big crocodile so that you can survive today. Okay? The Uzbeks, like some of you are Uzbekistanis, right? Your ancestors fought Genghis Khan from Mongolia and won. And that's why Mr. Azibek survived today. The Africans fought the Spanish people, fought the Portuguese people, so that Mr. Stephen did not end up as a slave in some parts of the world today. Now you got to understand this, no? These are your bloodline. These are the people that fought World War II, like some of the Russians here. They fought, millions of Russians died during the Nazi occupation. A lot of Filipinos died during the Japanese occupation. You gotta understand this shit, no? Sometimes I'm so fucking crazy, I think about this, no? Because my ancestors come from Taiwan. Because my grandfather is from Taiwan. Okay, so obviously Taiwan is from China, right? So the Taiwanese people break off from the Chinese people to get independence. So they fought each other and they kill each other so that I can survive today. So what are your problems now? What is your problem? Did you fight a saber-toothed tiger? Anybody put up a hand for a tiger last night? Did you fight a tiger last night? Anybody? Or fight a dinosaur? Anybody fought a dinosaur last night? Or who's under Nazi occupation? Put up a hand. Hello? Anyone? Nazi occupation? Somebody murder your whole family? Put up a hand. Gas your whole family. They put the gas, poison gas so that your whole family died. Put up a hand. Anybody? Maybe there's someone here. You got to understand this. So sometimes, when I look at my life now, I need to get inspiration, right? Who to trust, who to this. You don't have to trust me. You trust your ancestors. Your ancestors go through hardship that you can never imagine in your life, so that you can continue to live today. You think carefully. The Vietnamese, North Korean versus South, and the North versus South in Vietnam. The Viet Congs. How many Viet Congs died during the war with the Americans? If you're from Thailand, the kings and the rebels, how many people fight? How many wars? Singapore is 50 years. We only see one war. That's the World War II. But for you guys, some of your countries are in thousands of years. How many times did your country go through war, genocide, fighting wild beasts? Maybe Nazgûl, your mother Your great-grandmother fought a bear so that you can survive today. Because in Kyrgyzstan, they have bears there. A wild bear tried to attack your family, and your great-great-great-grandmother goes psycho, say, fuck the bear, I'm going to murder the bear, and he killed the bear so that you can survive today. So why did these people be able, and religion, let's talk about religion now, right? I don't care whether you're Christian, I don't care whether you're Muslim, you are free to practice whatever religion you believe. Same thing. Why? Again, look at history. You know, if you're Christian, you know, Muslim, right? You know, all this Buddha, you know, if you're Buddhist, Muhammad, if Allah, if you are Muslim, Jesus, Mary, if you are Christian or Catholics, right? All this, if you are a very religious person, all these people, all these gods, if you study the Quran, the Bible, the Buddhist scriptures, they all sacrificed for you. So to be, so that you can be what? Be a loser? Hey, Nazgul, your great grandmother murdered a bear 3 times her size. Now you're too comfortable. Oh yeah, weather is too cold. I cannot. Because you're, some of you behave like that. Oh, weather too cold. It's raining. Like some of you had to go to job, right? Oh, it's raining. It's so raining. The traffic is so terrible. What the fuck? Think about the problems that you have compared to your history. Everybody has a bloodline here today. Everyone comes from deep history today, right? Maria is wearing a snow hat, right? So I don't know whether it's cold there. Oh, it's so cold. I cannot go out. Your great grandfather murdered Bigfoot. Bigfoot when exists, when Bigfoot is extinct, maybe because of your great grandfather. Oh now, oh no. So what are your problems? So this is how I get my leadership from. Every time I think about it, oh shit, man, I'm thinking, wow, man, during, you know, the hard times, think about it. Any one of us would not have existed today, you know? Think about this. During World War II, Russia lost millions of people. During the Mongolians' rule, during Central Asia, Europe, millions of people died. The African genocide, you know, there's a lot of genocide in Africa, right? Millions of people died. If you're from Rwanda, you know, I know the Rwanda genocide, millions of people died. Slavery killed, you know, like Francis, can you imagine 100 years ago, the Spanish fuckers go to your country, you know, try to kidnap your grandfather to put a slave to go to America. So a lot of people define the Spanish people. Some of them died. Your grandfather didn't die. Your grandfather kicked some Spanish fuckers' ass so that you can survive today. Think about this. That's how I look at history compared to modern times. You survive today, maybe at the blessing of your religion or blessing of your God, you know, right? And you forgot about that. You forgot about all these things anymore. So you start to compare, what are your problems? Some of the girls here, I cannot go out because I did not put my foundation. Hey, be honest, come on, don't lie, right? True? Oh, I ran out of foundation today. I cannot go out today. My face is hideous. Oh God, does this dress make me look fat? I look fat. I don't want to wear this dress today. That's why I don't want to go out today. This is your problem today. Unbelievable. Your great-grandmother killed a lion. He fought a lion, you know, a fucking lion. You know what a lion is? He fought a fucking lion so that Esther Ang can survive today. But Esther Ang cannot go out today. You know why? Oh, darling, I bought the wrong foundation. I cannot go out today. My face is hideous. Unbelievable. Yeah, Madeline, the Gatas, you know this who you are, right? Yeah. Your great-great-great-great-grandfather fought a fucking python. The snake is 3 times his size. The snake want to swallow him. And snake do not chew. Snake swallow and digest in the fucking belly so that you can suffer for 6 months. But he murdered the snake so that Madeline can survive today. So what is Madeline's problem? What is modern times problem? Oh, you know, this black dress does not match with my sock. I cannot work today. I'm not in my me time. You know what me time is? Like recently I have a staff called Foizo, one of your trainers, right? Foizo. I just quoted him recently because he wants me time. So what the fuck is me time? What is me time? You think your great-grandfather that fought bears and giants, maybe, you know, we do not know what's happened in the history. Maybe 2,000 years ago, there were giants, you know, like Lord of the Rings, giants, demons, monsters, you know, fighting our ancestors. You wouldn't know because you're not born there, right? Right? Maybe 1200s, instead of humans, there's elves, there's dwarfs, there's ogres, trolls. The trolls are murdering your family members, but your mother stepped up. He took a fucking axe and started to murder the troll. But Madeline today said, oh no, today weather is very hot. I don't feel like doing anything today. I feel like sleeping. That's how I motivate myself in terms of leadership. In times of crisis, and this is the truth, you know, I recently have a talk with my management team. We are going through the worst period of our times because the good time was created by your parents. You understand? So your parents create good times so that you can have a nice house. Like I see this Mary Ann's house, you know, it looks like very expensive. Look at all the antiques behind her house now. She looks like she's very rich. Mary Ann, don't worry, okay? Kidnapping in the Philippines is a crime, so I'm not going to kidnap you, right? So you see, right? So that you can have all these things, right? Internet, refrigerator, air conditioner, hair stylist. Some of you go to hair stylist, right? Manicure, pedicure, right? Yeah, that's what you did, right? Think about it. The guys, you know, some guys can play basketball, can kick a football, wear a nice tie. Your great-grandfather, when he's trying to murder the troll, he was not wearing a tie, you know. Maybe he didn't wear any clothes, because maybe 1500s there's no clothes, he was wearing his fucking underwear to fight a troll. You understand? The caveman times, where they fight the wild beasts, they're wearing underwear to fight the animals. Here you go out, oh, the weather is too cold, I cannot go out. Think about this shit. Think about this shit, everybody. Think about this. Right? So what happened? So I told my management team, this is a true story. I said that next year will be a great year for me, 2023. So my staff will start to think, how can that be? Inflation, wars, the pandemic is still not over yet, right? And then a lot of people jobless. You know, I said that the reason is because we will have no competitors. Then I asked him why. It's because there are so many weak people today. Now, this is how crazy it is. I want everybody to understand this. This is how crazy it is. All right? I call it understanding the process. Do you know that most people that you hang out with today are weak? You think carefully, they are weak. But the reason why you don't feel that they are weak is because you are weak. So when weak people and weak people hang out together, they think that's normal. So your great Nazgul, great grandmother that murdered 3 bears is born today. You start thinking, oh, Nazgul, you're weak, man. What the fuck, man? I just murdered 3 bears yesterday. Right? Mary Ann, your great-great-great-grandfather murdered an elephant. The elephant want to kill your family. He murdered an elephant. Then you look at Mary, Mary Ann, what the hell? What the hell is your problem? Why are you so emotional? I just murdered 5 elephants yesterday. The elephants was going to kill your grandmother, you know. Right. Because they are weak. So you must understand the process. The process that this is the best time ever. Why is the best time ever? It's because your competition is weak. They're all weak. Think about it. All you need to do is to be strong. Is to be strong. That's all you need to do. You need to be strong. You need to lead yourself out of this hellhole instead of wearing a Christmas hat during Christmas and celebrate. I did not celebrate Christmas. I did not. My family did, because my family is trained by me, right? Just like how my mom trained me, right? He said that every day, if you have money, every day is Christmas. If you have money, every day you can buy yourself present. You know that, right? I don't need you to give me present. Like some of you, Christmas Day, what is my boyfriend is going to give me? You know, right? Some of you like that, right? Oh, what is my girlfriend? I hope it's a car. The fuck, man? If you have money, every day is Christmas. Every day is Christmas. If you have no money, every day you're seeing people celebrating Christmas, right? So you got to understand the process. The process that this year, the economy that we are in now will never recover. Let me explain to you guys, and I'm going to share something. I hope that I'm wrong. I seriously hope that I'm wrong, because if I'm right, a lot of you guys will be in trouble. Okay, what I predict is that the economy will never recover in this generation. Okay, maybe your children, you'll be okay, but this generation's economy, like in Myanmar, for example, those Burmese people that we have today, your army is not going to leave the country. Do you understand? They are not going to let go of the country unless the army general died, and maybe his son is a good guy and he took over the country and changed the country differently. Okay, this generation will face the hardest problems that ever seen by humans, because we think it's hard because we are soft and we are weak. Okay, and that's the truth. Economy is driven by people. Do you understand? Economy is driven by people. It's not driven by God, or driven by natural, you know, the trees come down and talk to you. No, we're not in Lord of the Rings. The trees don't speak to you. Economy has been driven by people. So the last economy when most people have a decent life was done by your parents and your grandparents. So if you think about your parents and your grandparents, they are much stronger than you. Your grandmother can hold 1 baby, scold the grandfather, cook for you, and iron the clothes. Think about this shit. Your great-grandfather, your grandfather can walk to school 2 kilometers per day. You walk for 15 minutes. Oh, it's so cold. I cannot anymore. All the way, if you come from summer countries like Philippines, oh, it's so hot. The sun is so hot. But, right? But your grandfather walked 3 kilometers to go to school every day. So economy is driven by a hard man and hard woman. You understand? So this generation, everybody is depressed, everybody is complaining, everybody is this. Who has real leadership here? Think carefully. Who has the leadership to come and tell me, hey, Mr. Benson, fuck you, man. I'm going to bring 50 people give them fucking jobs, bring up the economy, sell my products, sell my services, so that all the 50 people will have good jobs. How many people can do that here? Yeah. Me. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth, it's me. I'm very happy about me. So can you imagine the number of me is declining? So you see, number of me is declining. What do you think is going to happen? That's why I always tell people why historical people are tougher. Think about it. Your grandparents have lesser items, lesser support, lesser resources, lesser money, lesser skills, lesser education. Look at you today. You have more items, more support, more resources, more money, more skills, more education. You lack leadership. Right? And the last one, why do you need to be a leader? Who's going to do it? If it's not you, who's going to do it? Your mother? Your boyfriend? Your husband? Your girlfriend? No, who's going to do it? Seriously. If not you, who? You know, during the hard times that I had the last 3 years, right? My brother, my elder brother, and my younger brother lost their jobs. But they have more money in the account than me because I lost millions of dollars. But I chose to do it because I know I can do it. And now my income is much more compared to them now. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're not going to do it, who's going to do it? Seriously, who? I want you to ask yourself this question. Who? Your husband? Huh? Your boyfriend? Come on. I hope someone's going to do it for you, because if someone's going to do it for you, you have a wonderful life. If your husband is going to do it for you, you have an amazing life. If your boyfriend or your girlfriend is going to do it for you, you have an amazing life. Okay? Because you don't have to do anything. Daddy, give me money. Your father's going to do for you. Daddy, please give me money. Okay. You understand? So who's going to do it? So that's number one. Huh? So that even someone's going to do it, why do you need to depend on them? I hate depending on people. Go wave your hand again so that everybody know who you are. You think I want to depend on him? You seriously think that I'm going to depend on him? Why I depend on him for? So why do you need to depend on people? All right, next one, last one. Why do you want to be a follower when you can be a leader? Now, the conclusion is simple. If you look at history again, history is not just about your ancestors, it's about you. How many shit things did you do the last 10 years? You know, some of you are smiling now. You know, you're not an angel. Just because you're religious doesn't mean that you're an angel. I pray to God. God knows that you're not an angel, okay? Come on, let's get real now. Right? Some of you have been lazy, some of you have been arrogant, some of you are complacent, some of you are slow, some of you don't want to learn, some of you this, some of you that. So you know this is the truth. This is the truth. And you're always so emotional. Like I know Miss Amal Arif, she's so emotional. She's from Pakistan. Super emotional. How can you do things when you are always on period? Can you imagine girls? Guys, you never had periods, so you do not know. So the girls, can you imagine girls? Can you imagine every day you have period non-stop until the day you die? You think carefully, yeah, girls? Now, guys, yeah, guys, oh, guys, imagine that you have period now until the day you die. You got to start somewhere. You have to start. I do not know how you can really start, you know. And the conclusion is very simple. I do not know how you can really start because I do not know you well. And I do not know what's your current situation. Even if I can give you advice, sometimes the advice is wrong. It's because I do not know your true history. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Right? So you only have to make these decisions on your own. Again, a lot of you are complaining about your life. It's very simple, right? Just walk along the streets, look at the shops that are doing well, go and work for them. He can do it. So self-reflection again, self-awareness. You see, that's how you got to understand. You got to go back to the day you were born. You track your own history. What did you do in 2011? What did you do in 2019? What did you do in 2017, 2015, 2014? And you'll be quite surprised that you have all the answers. You have all the answers. You really do have all the answers. Somebody told you that you were lazy, but you are so prideful that you don't want to admit it. And then you look at self-awareness again. Your great-great-great-great-grandmother killed a bear. You know, can you imagine in the 1400s, the 1200s, the Vikings, you know, the Vikings, the Dark Ages, the Vikings were killing people everywhere in Europe. Some of your ancestors, like some of the Pakistanis here, your ancestry might come from Turkey, you know, Europe. They fought the Vikings. You're complaining about your air conditioner not working. Dad, how come the air conditioner does not work? It's so hot. That's what you're doing. Oh, Mom, the Wi-Fi. It's not working. Oh, I can't watch videos anymore. And the great-grandmother, the bear is going to kill us. Like if you're from Bhutan, and you know, you're from Bhutan, you know, Bhutan have bears as well, right? The bear is going to come and kill us. Let's take out our sword and shield to protect the family. That was their complaint during that time. You understand? Francis, Mr. Deng, do you fucking understand? During your ancestors, the Spanish people are coming. They're going to murder our people. They're going to murder our women, kidnap our children to be as slaves. That was their problem. If you're from Uzbekistan, the Russians are coming. They want to lead, they want to kill us. Today your problem, Mom, why the lunch is tasteless? There's no taste in the burger. History. If you cannot find anyone to motivate you, if you cannot find anyone to lead you, all you need to do is just go back to your bloodline and understand what's happened. And then you start to think, what is your problem today? Your problem is stupid. Stupid. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a very ugly word. It's stupid. That's why I always tell COVID, don't tell me this problem because it's stupid. But thank God he can handle it, because if he cannot handle it, he will not have a job here. And all these people is waiting to replace you, COVID. Because I just mentioned, because of me, you bought a property in India. Right, COVID, put a thumbs up. Yes or no? Yes. So all these people, they have no properties, they're thinking now, who the fuck is this idiot? I can replace him. Right, COVID, so you better lead yourself out of the shithole. Better give me more leadership. So that's how life is. You see, that's how life is. You got to understand this. All right, guys, we have come to the end of the training. So what my colleague is going to do now is that he's going to put the PowerPoint slides on the chat box below. So you can download the PowerPoint slides from the chat box. If you cannot download, don't worry. Please contact your trainers or your consultants. They will give you the PowerPoint slides, okay? So as usual, but today is a bit different. I only have 15 minutes because every time when I go for the FAQ, it will take 1 hour. So today I only have 15 minutes, okay? Because I have an appointment with a South Korean professor tonight. So I need to leave earlier. So I only can give you 15 minutes. So again, for those people that have any, problems, whatever, please put your queries on the chat box below, and I'll try my best to answer your questions, okay? All right, I cannot unmute you because there are too many of you. There's 200 plus people, so please bear with me. Please type your questions on the chat box below, and I'll try my best to answer you, okay? Okay, good. Let's go. Yeah, of course, if you like today's training, please follow us on Facebook or Instagram, okay? And then, yeah, okay. If you don't like us, please block us. Okay, it's okay lah. You don't have to like us. Don't worry. We are not likable. All right. So I understand. Okay. Next question. How to come out from comfort zone if you're too comfortable? Oh, this is very difficult. Really, really very difficult. I come across some cases, right? Like for example, if you have a banking job, this is a true story again. I was in Kazakhstan, Almaty. So Almaty is a nice place, so I met some students there. They're working in the Kazakhstan banks. So to get a bank job in Kazakhstan is not easy, but the pay is, I don't think the pay is very high, but to them it's very high. It's about 600 USD per month. Okay. So they're so comfortable because it's a branded company. So no matter how I'm going to tell you, it's going to be very hard, especially if you're comfortable. So the only way you can come out from a comfort zone is to adjust your mindsets or stir shit up. You know what stir shit up? Go and borrow money. Okay, let me explain to you what do I mean by this. So imagine, Mr. Usman, you are comfortable now, right? And so obviously you're comfortable, your income is okay. So maybe you can borrow money. When you borrow money, means you put yourself in a position that is uncomfortable. But of course, you don't borrow money to buy a Louis Vuitton bag. That's stupid. You borrow the money to do a side business, maybe open a cafe, things like that. So you put yourself in an uncomfortable position. Okay. And another way to step out from comfort zone, there's another way. For those people that have full-time jobs, maybe on the weekends, do a part-time job. Now, the part-time job is not to earn money. Do you understand? You get my point? Maybe you can work in the cafe next to your house, So you can learn a new thing. You understand? Learn how to run a cafe operation, how to do marketing for a cafe, things like that. So it doesn't mean that you have to quit your job to be out of the comfort zone. Volunteer for jobs, because it's just like any businessman will tell you, right? In order to be successful, you need to have good health first, because businessman is always a long journey, right? So I exercise, I make sure that I don't go crazy, mental strength must be there. So all these things you got to do yourself first, adjust yourself by maybe get a part-time job, like maybe the Filipinos, maybe try to sell some properties on the weekend, go and take a property agency license, or maybe an insurance agency license, something like that, so that to put yourself out of the comfort zone. Okay, so this is one of the ways for those people that have comfortable life. Those people that usually do not want to leave the comfort zone is because they are afraid. Like maybe your job is good, you worry that if you quit your job now, you start a business, you're going to fail and you're going to lose money, and then you're going to take care of your family. Like some of you, maybe Mr. Usman, you have a family, you know, so that's why you dare not take risks. It's okay. You don't have to quit your job. You understand? You don't have to quit your job. Just do something extra on the weekends. You understand? Like, and again, the weekend job is not about the money. The weekend job is about learning new skills so that you can explore new opportunities. So again, let's go back to Mr. Usman again. So obviously, maybe Mr. Usman do not want to open a cafe. Maybe, you have no interest in that. But because you work on the weekend in a cafe, that arouse your interest. You understand? Arouse a new interest. So when you have a new interest, hey, maybe I found my destiny. That is making cakes. You understand? So for those people who have full-time jobs, my advice to you is to get a part-time job. So that's a good way. And remember, the part-time job is not about the money. You don't get the part-time job to earn money, because some part-time job salary is quite shit. You do the part-time job is because you want to find inspiration. You want to do more. You want to learn more so that you can become more confident. Like maybe, like I love fried chicken, right? In the Philippines, there's a lot of fried chicken, right, Carmen? A lot of fried chicken, So work in a fried chicken restaurant on the weekend, you know, right? Learn how to fried chicken, maybe who knows, another 3 more months, you set up your home-based fried chicken store and start doing deliveries, you know. So sometimes you have to do things to be uncomfortable. You have to go out and do things. You see, so that's my advice. Your talks are more influential for me than reading books. I do read books. Your talks. Oh, thank you so much. Please advise the success formula. What steps could one to take success starting from scratch? Now, again, I cannot tell you what is the best way for this because every person is different. Now, again, for those people, especially, I know a lot of people that have full-time job, you're always afraid that if you step out, would you fail? Yeah, maybe you will. It's hard to say. I cannot promise you that you will not fail. So again, my advice is get a part-time job. You understand? A physical part-time job, like maybe in a cafe, or maybe helping your friends. Maybe your friends have a logistics company. You ask your friend, hey, can I help you out? I don't need salary. I just want to do something. You know, I don't know. Nah, that's my advice. Like if you come from countries like Philippines or Myanmar, those congested country, I think selling properties is a good option. You know, maybe you can be a part-time property agent, you know, not to make the money, you know, to get some skill sets, to step out from the comfort zone. So that's the thing. My comfort zone is a bit different. Okay, I step out from my comfort zone is because I don't have a choice. You understand? Because nobody want to hire me. Nobody want to give me a job because I'm not educated. You know, I didn't have skill sets when I was young. So my comfort zone is a bit different because my upbringing is different. I start my own business because I don't have a choice. You have a job. So when you have a job means you have choices. So it's a bit different, you understand? So my advice is to get a part-time job. That's a good start, okay? Next question. I'm Ismail from here we don't deal with, we only deal on this subject. We don't deal with jobs opportunities here. So don't ask questions like that, okay? How can you be a social person, sir? I feel like I'm too introvert. Yeah, this is also one of the biggest problem for people today. It's because you were born in a social media generation. So a lot of people are terrible in communication, shit in communication. You understand? So again, one of the best steps is to go to YouTube. YouTube have a lot of videos, right? So you can learn a lot of how to communicate better through YouTube videos. So my suggestion is every day you spend about 20 to 30 minutes to go to YouTube and learn how to go through communication through the YouTube channels. And there's a lot of them there. So that's a good start. The second start, again, is to put yourself in jobs of service. Okay, what is jobs of service? Jobs of service means you have to talk to people. Maybe as a waitress, maybe in a retail shop, maybe telemarketing, jobs that require you to talk to people. Like even you have a full-time job, like maybe if you're an engineer, so engineers usually are a bit introverts. On the weekend, be a property agent. So do a part-time job that allows you, again, it's not for the money. Like for example, Mr. Hui Vu Chen. Now she's from Vietnam. I know Vietnamese people love to eat, right? There's a lot of good food in Vietnam, right? So if you are the kind of person that's very shy, on the weekend, work in a restaurant. Work in a restaurant. Because when you work in a restaurant, there's a lot of people in and out, in and out. So that's how you slowly build yourself to be an extrovert. Okay. You have challenged me as a Ghanaian, but will you accept to be my mentor? I cannot be your mentor because I really don't have time. So what I can do for you is training. Like every 2 weeks, I have classes like that. You feel free to join. I can't be your mentor. I want to be your mentor, but I can't. I really don't have the time. You understand what I'm saying? And I apologize for that. All right. Sir, this month is my last module. Can I attend your BizTalk? Of course you can. For those people that are our students, all these leadership sessions and this BizTalk session is forever for you. Forever. Okay? Even you graduate 3 years or you graduate 10 years, it doesn't matter. All right? It's forever. Okay? I just want to thank for the inspiration. Yeah, thank you so much. Can I have the slide? Yeah, I think my Govit, put the slide on again. Priya, can I try to work with Kingston? Of course you can. I mean, you're Malaysian, so after you complete the course, Malaysians are different because Malaysians, their passes are different. I'm sorry. I know some of you want to work in Singapore. Sometimes it's not because I cannot find jobs for you in Singapore. It's not that. It's because your visa, our country and your country are not together. You understand? So especially if you're an African, we cannot apply jobs for you in Singapore. It's not because I'm racist. It's because your country and my country have no connection. They didn't sign a treaty. So the problem is that you got to talk to your president and prime minister, not me. Okay, to sign a treaty that allows you to work in our country. So yes, Malaysians is easy. How do leaders manage a conflict situation? This conflict situation in 2 weeks' time you will learn. In 2 weeks' time, the training will be leadership in circumstances. Circumstances means situations. So no more motivation talk. Next weekend, next 2 weeks will be how you deal with the real problems at work. Okay. Thank you. Will you open Africa? Yes, of course. I will. Yes. The first option for the officers abroad, if I don't have staff there, will be our students. So obviously, I will try my best to offer this opportunity to our students first. But again, please understand this. Now you hear all the motivation thing. You think that Mr. Benson Ma is the best mentor in the world. Yeah, because it's all motivation bullshit. When it comes to the real work, oh God. Okay, let me explain to you. If you work under me, I hate loser mentality. Fucking hate it. I really hate it. I hate it so much. Really. Every staff, COVID knows that I have expectations. I expect my staff to do more because all my staff have this problem. Every stupid year, they will come and look for me. Boss, can you increase my pay, please? Then I look at him. You cannot do shit. Why should I increase your pay? That's the problem. So that's why I have expectations on my staff. So my staff must be able to do shit so that they can have more money. So that is me. So for those people that wishes me to be your boss or whatever, it's not as easy as you think. Trust me, it's not. Working for me is not as easy as you think. I'm quite scary when it comes to the real work. Next question. Thank you. And it's like, but you don't provide. The slides are here, Omar. But anyway, Govind, send directly to him now, Mr. Omar Bule. He put the slides on the chat box. Okay, if you cannot download the slides from the chat box, please contact our consultant, all right, or any of the trainers like Wally or Faizel or Rose. They will get the PowerPoint slides for you, or our admin team. You know our admin team that chase you money every month? you can get from them, all right? You can get from them. You say, can I have the leadership slides from Mr. Benson's class? And then they will get for you, okay? Any of our staff you can get, all right? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I know you have a team in Kyrgyzstan. You plan to open a new company here also, right? Well, some countries, we are planning more than just a company. We are planning for, what do you call it? It should be called an entrepreneurship center. So what is the entrepreneurship center? This is something that I'm planning for Bali now, is where we want to train certain people for jobs. Okay, example, one of the things that we wanted to do is called hybrid jobs. Okay, what is hybrid jobs? Hybrid jobs means you don't have to travel to America to work for Americans. You don't have, because sometimes the visa issue, right? So now everything is digital. So for example, Ms. Nazgul, if you are my student in Kyrgyzstan, I can train you to do Asian marketing, Asian accounting, Asian receptionist skills, Asian this, Asian that. So you will learn this whole program, but it's for younger students, aged between 18 to 25. So they will learn these skill sets. So after these skill sets, we will get jobs from Asian countries. But obviously, to pay Central Asians 600 to 700 USD, only countries like Korea, Japan, Singapore, and perhaps Malaysia, they can afford to pay. You understand? So we will just give them a hybrid office receptionist position. So for example, for Singapore, so maybe I'll pay her around 600 to 700 USD, which is considered a good salary for a fresh grad in Central Asia, but they have the Singapore skill sets, you see. So every time when a Singapore client call up the main office, maybe Nazgul, you are from Kyrgyzstan, you pick up the phone, hi, you know, something like that. So it's like the Philippines telemarketing, you know, Philippines is famous for telemarketing, right? So, but this is not telemarketing anymore. This is a proper office position, but we teach them the country's attributes. So example, Australian companies, Australian accounting system is different. Just because you are an accounting system does not mean that the Australian companies will hire you, you know. You gotta understand this, right? But accounting jobs can be done abroad, right? Can be done hybridly. You see? So same thing, we'll teach them Australian accounting system so that the Australian companies can pay Nazgul 600 USD per month, you know, to work hybridly. So work from home. So this is the program that we want to fully launch at around April period. So all the nationalities, like Africans, like maybe Miss Belsa, you look stressed because you cannot find a job that you want, right? Every day you're complaining, oh, nobody want to hire me, blah, blah, blah. It's because nobody want to hire an African to do American things. It's not because we don't want to hire Africans. It's because African skill sets is for Africa. And sometimes you got to understand this, Filipino skill sets is for the Philippines. It's not for Japan. You understand? Middle East skill sets is for the Middle East. It's not for South Korea. So these countries are the countries that usually pay people higher pay. So, and also the visa issues, right? So instead of bringing you to Australia to work, which is going to be a big challenge, and it's going to cost you a lot of money, I'd rather you learn a very decent cost price, and then you learn the skill sets that what Australians want, and you can work hybridly. So every month, you can work from home. The Australian companies will pay you 600 USD per month for a start, which I think is good for fresh grads, you know. So this is some of the things that we want to do, which we will update a lot of people. I believe the headline might be somewhere different because it doesn't quite reflect the rich material you provide today. What I suggest, understand the issue via studying our history. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I believe so. What you say could be true as well. But then again, I'm the trainer. But yeah, it's true. Like again, there's no right or wrong. I'm not saying, Mr. Sami, you're wrong. Okay, it's just that, again, come back to the culture, right? Like a lot of you guys want to earn good salaries, right? Right? A lot of you maybe want to work in Canada. So why Canada is not hiring you? It's because the skill sets that you learn, the Canadians do not need. That's why I believe the only skill sets is international viable that everybody in the world will hire is culinary arts. You understand? So I do understand what you mean. Yeah. Sir Benson, I have a question when it comes to leadership. How can you lead these people in the right path when you don't want to listen? Second, you can't lead the people in the right path if you are a shit worker. Okay, let me explain this term to you. Singaporeans serve the army, right? All Singaporeans, mandatory, we have to serve the army. It's compulsory in our country. So during our army training, the generals will always tell us this. If you want to be a good leader, you must be a good soldier first. This is important. I am a fucking good soldier. Outstanding soldier. If you are my boss, you will be very, very happy to have me as your worker because I'm the ultimate soldier. So sometimes do not skip steps. Don't apply for leadership leader position because you think that you are a leader. Be a good soldier first. Learn how to do your current job the best first. Then you can be a good leader. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But the wages is not enough, so I go abroad. Yeah, Maji. So I do understand this. Like a lot of people, they want to go abroad to work. And sometimes going abroad to work is not the best thing. Okay, let me explain to you why it's not the best thing. If going abroad to work is so easy and so good, there will be no rich people in your country. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So instead of focusing on abroad, why not you focus on the rich people in your country? How did these people get rich? Shouldn't you be learning from these people? You think carefully, isn't that good track record, good role models there as well? So sometimes the grass is not greener at the other side. You understand? Okay, I don't have any question. However, I want to commend you for being this week. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, last question. I got to go now. Okay, that's what happened with me now. I'm comfortable in my job. My boss always cheat me with my salary. I decide to take another job, but it means maybe I will drop this case because I don't know if my new boss will allow you to think I'm stupid, sir. I need your advice. Okay, so if you have difficulties with your current boss now, again, because I cannot give you the right advice because I'm not in your situation. So it's quite dangerous for me to give you the right advice if I do not know the full extent of your problem. But what I can tell you is very simple. I always believe that in order to excel at your job, you got to treat jobs as a hobby. You understand? Okay, you got to really, really find a way to treat the jobs that you're doing now as a hobby. You must treat work as a hobby because when you start to treat work as a hobby, you love to work more. You understand? Like, think about it. Like maybe Miss Malaki, in the morning you go to work, right? Nighttime you are watching TikTok videos the whole night. Saturday, maybe you like, I don't know, baking cakes. Okay, you like to bake cakes as a hobby, cooking at home, right? Why you like to bake cakes, cook? Because it's a hobby. Why you like to watch TikTok videos is also a hobby. So you're doing something, right? So why not you do something that can help you to make money? Right? So you talk about cooking, why not work in a restaurant and learn how to cook in a restaurant? You get paid and you should do your hobby. You see? So when you are multiple tasks, and you push yourself to be at a different level, your boss is afraid to cheat you because he's afraid that you will leave. My company staff is afraid of me leaving. I'm not afraid of Govind to leave. Govind, tell the staff that you resign today. Say it. Govind, say, fuck you, boss. I want to resign. Say it.
No,
Say
boss.
it, Govind. No, say it. Say, fuck you, boss. I want to resign today. Say it, quick. Hurry up. Hurry up. So if you say it, bye-bye. You see? Because it's not important. So sometimes you think about it. The reason why you are at the mercy of your bosses is maybe self-awareness again. You're not good enough. That's why your boss treats you like shit. You understand? So I always tell people, do multiple things is because you want to have security. So imagine Miss Malaki. Let's go back to Miss Malaki again. Her first boss is shit. Monday to Friday boss is shit. Okay? Treat her badly, abuse her, whatever nonsense, you know. But on weekend, she worked in a restaurant because she loved cooking and she did well in the restaurant. So she did good skill sets, right? So you're not afraid anymore about your first boss because you have a second boss on the weekend. And maybe in the evening time, Miss Malaki will do some shopping online or whatever, online job at home, you know, things like that. So my advice is like that. It's very hard to gauge people. Hard to gauge people. So the best thing you need to do is that you need to focus on yourself. It's hard to focus on the bosses. Really, really hard. You know, I always tell even my staff, don't focus on others. Focus on yourself. Because you cannot control your boss. Maybe your boss is a bastard. Could happen. It could be true. It could be true. Or maybe your boss misunderstood you. Miscommunication. It could be 101 reasons. So it's very difficult to gauge others, gauge themselves. Like today, I told Govind, say, fuck you, boss, I want to resign today. Say it. Come on. Say, boss, you are a Chinese idiot. I hate you so much. I'm going to quit today. Say it, quick. Say it, fuck you and your company. Say it. Come on, hurry up. We are waiting. There you go. You see? Do you know why he's afraid? Because he knows that I'm superior than him. That's why the power shifts to me. Right? Now you understand how it works? But if Govind is me, Govind focus on himself to be as the best he can be. Sometimes when you try to be the best, yes, some people will abuse you. Some people will take advantage of you. But they cannot take advantage of you forever. You understand? Because once they take advantage of you one time, you quit and you join another company, that company might not take advantage of you anymore. So sometimes being taken advantage of might not be a bad thing. It's because you're learning skill sets. You're learning to be the best of the best of the best of the best. So when you keep on switching companies, sooner or later, you will find the right boss. And just like me, I couldn't find the right boss. So when you're the best of the best of the best of the best, hey, there will be a day say, hey, fuck Mr. Benson. I want to do my own business. Right, Govind? Say it. Say it. Come on, Govind. Say it. Fuck Mr. Benson. I want to do my business one day. Say it. Come on, hurry up. Govind, come on. So now you get it? Guys, do you get it? When you be the best of the best of the best of the best, it's never a disadvantage. Even if your boss took advantage of you, other bosses will want you because you are the best of the best of the best of the best. So be the best. All right, guys, thank you so much. I think I should end the meeting now. If not, I still got 150 questions to answer, and then we will finish until 3 a.m. in the morning. And then everybody will be upset with me, you know, things like that. All right. So guys, again, thank you so much. All right. I hope you guys have a good holidays. And remember this, and this is truly, I'm going to tell you this before I leave again. Every time when you're upset, every time that you feel that you have a hard life, every time you feel that your life is not doing well, whatever shit, just remember your great grandmother fought a stupid bear so that your stupid ass can survive today. You gotta understand this, huh? Okay? All of us come from history of blood, because back in the early years, people kill people. You gotta understand this, huh? They kill animals, they kill people, they fought in wars. History is born of bloodshed. It's true. Look at all the countries, all born of bloodshed, cruelty, wild beasts, civilization, urbanization, kidnapping, murder. We were born in places, our ancestors come from places like this. What is your problem? And you cannot say your problems are important anymore. Think about this. This is use history to tell yourself, hey, your life is okay. You just got to do better. All right, guys, thank you so much. Okay, if you want to communicate with me, I know some of you want to communicate with me. If you wish, you can go to my Instagram account. Govit will put my Facebook account, and go my Instagram account is better, not my Facebook. Facebook, I have a lot of strange people that I do not know whether it's fake or real. Some girls, you know, they put pretty faces, crazy, you know. So go to Instagram. So go to my Instagram account. Yeah. Again, if you message me, sometimes I will take about 1 or 2 days to message you back, because I receive a lot of messages and emails every single day. So I will not be able to talk to everyone. All right, just be patient. I will talk to you one day. All right, so guys, take care of yourself. I hope to see you one day, because in February, I'm going to do a tour of duty. I'll be going to a lot of countries to visit our students, to set up some operations. So I hope that I can see you one day physically. And hope you guys have a good holiday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.